Hello there, my Libra collective. I hope you're having a wonderful day. What's up, Libras? You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Ring-a-ling-a-ling, oh Libras. What's going on, Libras? God protects me and God fights my battles. No weapon formed in spirit or physical against me shall prosper. I'm highly favored and protected from all evil, as is my beautiful Libra collective. Libras, what's going on with my Libras? Hope we had some fall. What we got? 26. The universe wants to co-conspire with you. Number 38. You will only see the way by making the way. So we got 11 here and we got 8. So 118. Yeah, so you're going to be Indiana Jones in it, okay? You're going to be creating new paths for yourself. There's no map. Who else had this? Was it Pisces? Yeah, there's no map for you to follow, so you're going to create it yourself, which is why the universe wants to co-conspire with you. You notice all them? The Nazca lines, right? You're going to be creating your own path. A lot of you. This is whatever you want to create. I was going to say, this isn't like Simon Says. This is whatever the hell you want to do, right? There's a Fibonacci sequence up there. The natural flow of things. Some of you have a natural eye, a natural knack for things, right? I mean, you can study and have all the education in the world, but some people are just naturally, they're just good at some things, you know what I mean? There's some things you can learn, and then there's some things that just can't be taught. It's just natural, right? It's like naturally born leaders. You really can't teach somebody to be a leader. You have to kind of be born that way. Ooh, oh, born that way. God protects me and God fights my battles. No weapon formed in spirit or physical against me shall prosper. I'm highly favored and protected from all evil, as is my beautiful Libra. Libra, you got a full moon in your energy tonight. That ought to be making you feel a certain sort of way. A lot of things leveling out, a lot of things coming around. I love it. I love it, Libras. But you're going to be starting a journey, and you know what? There's no map for you to follow. You're going to be creating your own map. So don't be surprised if, you're kind of having to work a little harder. If things aren't as easy, it's like you're blazing new trails. People are going to look at what you've done, and you're going to leave a mark. Think pink. Nicki Minaj. 7 of Swords, hell yeah. You're knowledgeable. You can have the education, but you have to have like the natural instinct for it. You know what I mean? That's what makes the education all that more important. Because you got the education and then you got that natural knack, that natural ability. Right? A tower moment. That's you blazing new trails, some of you all. Moving them mountains out of your way, blasting them mountains out of your way, getting rid of the obstacles in your way. 8 of Swords energy that have been keeping you down. Because that 8 of Swords is not in the future. 4 of Swords. Rest, relaxation, but even while you're sleeping, you're still thinking. This is the difference between someone who's just got the knowledge, they got the degree, but they don't really have the knowledge. This is the person that thinks. It's thinking energy. Thinking that's able to turn into actual work, right? What's that old saying? People that can't do, teach. You're blasting through anything that is restricting you, or you're going to be able to. If there's a mountain in your way, you're going to blast right through that motherfucker. Right? It's like you know what the hell is up. Y'all see them big-ass boring machines that they use when they drill through mountains? That shit's fucking amazing to watch. Those tunnels where they just tunnel through the fucking mountain or tunnel under the fucking bay. That shit's amazing. You're going to be able to do that. Between the Seven of Swords here and this Eight of Swords and this Tower. And if you don't believe me, look at that. Yeah, see, I just looked at that. Look at that. You're like, oh, you're moving away from that energy. You're getting out of there. And tell I'm getting, it's not just book smart. Sometimes it's just the natural born talent that you have, right? Three of Swords, I think you're going to be breaking hearts along the way. Yep, that's the truth. There are going to be a lot of people heartbroken that you're able to do what the hell you do, right? It's the difference between having the fucking education and not being able to do something, and those that are just kind of naturally born that way. I was watching a biography of this great mathematician back in the early 1900s. Where is he from? Argentina? And he'd sent a letter to Cambridge to one of the professors of math over there and just sent this work, and the guy was looking at it. But they couldn't understand because he didn't have like that sort of level of education. And the way they said they're still figuring out and still using his examples now when they're teaching, right? Because the work, really didn't even make sense. But as they go and they keep studying it, right? The work he did back in the, was it early 1900s. I can't remember the guy's name. He was, one to think Brazil. It was one of them kind of exotic countries. So, that's the difference. Those that, have the education and they think they fucking know it all. And then you have the ones who just have that little fucking extra. It's just that little extra, that natural knack for it. The Empress. Yeah, it's the Empress energy. So don't discount yourself. Yes, there's some things you need to have the degree for, but a lot of things is just, it's taking your knowledge. If you're naturally just gifted in an area, your natural ability, right? Page of Swords. You look, you pay attention, and you learn. You look, you pay attention, and you learn. Ace of Cups. Because it comes naturally, it just flows out of you. It's like, it's what you love to do. The people that love numbers, right? The people that love literature love to read. People that love sports and love to play sports and teach sports, the theory around sports. It is, a physical game, but there's also that sort of mental side of it, planning out all the plays and all that stuff and the statistics. It's doing what you love. Five of Cups. You can get some sort of jealous type energy around that, though. Because some people just don't have that sort of natural knack. They don't have that sort of it doesn't come natural. It just doesn't come natural. Judgment. So you could be meeting some opposition as you're out there, You don't need the fucking map. You create the map. You create the fucking roads on the map. You know what I mean? It's sort of that energy. You're blazing trails. But other people could find that a little disconcerting because they can't do it. They might have the, as far as it goes, the degree, but they don't have that natural knack. That sort of instinct. Temperance angel. So stay humble. Stay humble. Sit down. Yeah. I don't think that's going to be your problem, though. King of Cups. You're just going to do it out of love. It's just what you do. It's like your passion projects, right? What you could do for fun, other people can work their ass off and never fucking understand it, right? You ever watch like a person that likes to work on wood? That maybe they don't have all the fancy tools, but they're able to do some pretty amazing stuff. It's like that, you work with what you got. And, when people see that, well, you did that because that's all you had access to. When, they could have, access to every fucking state-of-the-art machine out there. And yet someone who's just, you know, toying around on the weekends can create something absolutely brilliant. Just using what they have at hand. Because I keep telling you guys, you always have everything you need right within your grasp. That's how spirit works. You just got to figure out how you're going to use it. 4 Cups. I think you're going to have some issues because you're probably going to want to prefer to work alone on some things. Right? Because I think a lot of you have realized how others just want to come in and maybe take credit for the work that you do. Right? Or have to worry about them stealing the work that you do and trying to put their name on it, right? Page of Pentacles, because they need to make some money. Do this shit on the side. This could also be people coming in wanting to see what it is you're working on so they can run back and tell somebody. I am getting more work with this than what I am relationship-wise. I mean, could it be jealousy in a partnership? Probably more business or work than what I feel love. So yeah, it feels like protect your files, take what you can with you. You know, don't keep too many things, you know, around others, especially at work. Any projects that you're working on. Take that information home. That gives me like college vibes there, right? College sort of teaching energy, studying energy, working with others. Because, yeah, someone could try to come in and just walk away with your idea, your plan. And for a lot of you, this is you walking away and going to blaze them trails that you need to make. Working Girl. Remember that scene in Working Girl? Where they ask her how she come up with the idea for Trask, for them to go into business with the company Trask. And she's sitting there telling the guy, well, you know, I was on the ferry ride over and, you know, I noticed Trask and your daughter getting married. And I thought, oh, that's a perfect match, right? It's sort of that type of energy. So some of y'all just keep what you do to yourself so no one can come in and kind of steal your work. Because you got someone that just don't understand how it comes so natural. You know what I mean? It just comes so natural. Especially if you're doing and like blazing in new fields of study, new areas, right? That can sort of branch off. Maybe some of y'all helping out in lines of communication or whatever you do. It's like it can go off in many different levels. Like what you do can help many different people. But you definitely could have a jealous energy that's wanting to come in and kind of manipulate it. Because there you are. Oh, no, I was saying Virgo. We got Virgo here, that hermit mode. Got a Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and a King of Pentacles. This could be faculty. This could be co-workers, right? The head of certain areas. Looking into what you're doing. You got someone perplexed at how the fuck you do what the hell you do. Whatever it is, guys and gals. And it can be something that's just so fucking simple. But people don't understand the way the mind works. Right? I'm getting like heavy school vibes with this too. Someone might not believe that someone's able to do so much or score so high on a test or do what they do. Someone's definitely in a lot of conflict. Maybe for some of you, if it deals with funding, right? There could be fighting for the grants or funding that you need. Maybe a tenure. Or just work opportunities. 5-5, expect the unexpected. So for a lot of you, I think it's whatever the hell you do for work, your intellectual property. Kind of keep that shit on your own personal files. I wouldn't use like work computers or company computers or public computers because someone could be trying to get in there on it. Because you're meant to blaze trails here. You don't have a set path. So a lot of you, you're going to be in this energy and you're going to be creating something on your own. You're going to be creating something on your own. I wish I could think of that mathematician's name. But he only lived to be like 32. He didn't get to Cambridge till he was about 24, 25. And then he ended up passing at age of 32. And all they had left was just his notes. And they're still using his notes now for different theories that they're going through and testing them, right? Because I guess the biggest thing is they have to be verified. So he had all this work, and through the years, different people have actually verified his equations. We're looking at it, you wouldn't understand it, right? Yeah. You're gonna be blazing new trails and creating a bunch of new things, but it feels like you do have to watch for the sort of treachery around it, right? This feels like protecting your intellectual property, the work that you do. Because you're going to be this sort of compass energy. You're going to be blazing trails. You're going to be creating new ideas, new concepts, and it's going to be amazing. Now, for those of you that don't have the college degree and think that this is only for a smarty pants, it's people that's able to just create and go a little bit above and beyond. Everyone has special skills and a special skill set that can help them along. You know, everyone's blessed in many different ways, and sometimes they have just that special sort of way of looking at something. You know what I mean? But yeah, protect your intellectual property. Protect what's up. Make sure all your computers and phones and all that shit, everything is sort of double protected. Watch the computers that you use. Keep any personal files you want to kind of keep separate. Because you do have a jealous energy. This could be the one that has the education, that has everything, and they still don't know how the fuck you can just do what you do. Interesting, Libras. Although I did say Virgos for you, so maybe you have Virgo somewhere in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Virgo, or Virgo could be very important to you. Virgo there could be a research assistant. Some of you, it could be code name for a project that you're working on. Especially if you're watching tarot and you kind of know what the Hermit card is, Virgo. Something you want to keep separate. Something you're working on the side. 1800 even on the clock. Let's see if anything else wants to pop out. What else do you have for Virgos? Or Libras? Virgo, Libra. That's going to mean something to somebody. We got Capricorn, Ten of Pentacles, the Star, and the Sun. Now you could have someone wanting to come in and take credit for your work, and they're going to go about it in a very fucked up way. So just, you know, use your basic simple precautions. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands. Because it almost feels like forging or taking your idea and using it for themselves. Eight of Pentacles. Definitely dealing with your work. Two of Wands here. Trying to figure out how they can just take it over. The Knight of Swords. Almost like a hostile sort of takeover energy. So this is the person that don't know what the fuck they're doing. But if you're doing some sort of research project or you're doing a project at work, this person's going to want to come in and kind of just take over once you maybe gotten to the end so they can get all the credit because they can't come up with it on their own. So just pay attention to that. Someone's trying to steal some glory that they don't fucking deserve because it's not theirs and they're not that smart. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling. So I'd also be mindful of anybody wanting to come in and work with you and create with you and figure out what the fuck you got going on. Just, you know, healthy boundaries. Nope, step back. At least 6 feet. I'm good. Thanks. I love that for you, Libras.